So, while we were at the game today, um, the video I posted this morning, the YouTube news of the day, got demonetized. Now I've come home and they've allowed me to um, basically have it reviewed, and then they'll let me know why. I think we all know why. I want them to tell me because I'd like to have some kind of a general idea of what's allowed and what isn't. Because here's the thing: we've got all these games on tonight, right? If they're going to get played in front of empty arenas, I need to be able to tell you, find people about that. So, I need to find some kind of a compromise. So, I'm going to split up the news of the day. I was talking to Yvonne about it while we were at the rink and while we were driving back. And so, I will split up the news of the day. So, anything that comes out about that, right, that sensitive topic, I will not monetize. Because, see, this is the thing, is that it's not that videos are being pulled, and it's not that I can't upload a video talking about whatever I want. It's that they basically make it so ads can't run alongside it, or limited. And what it's showing on my end is that it's limited. Now when I look at my phone, it says there's none. So, right? So, and usually that means you're not gonna make any money off this. Now, if you have YouTube Premium, or what they call YouTube Red, depending on what it's called where you are. So if you pay so you don't get ads, then that revenue still goes to those creators. So that revenue still comes in. According to what I'm reading, I still get that YouTube Red revenue that comes in. And according to the estimates, YouTube Red pays out at a greater rate than YouTube AdSense does. So I don't know how accurate that is or isn't. I just wanted to provide an update and just say, hey, so for people who are wondering, hey, why is there a news of the day video? And then there's another short video over here that he's got some wacky title with, and there's no ads on it, and that's what it is. I've done adless videos for years. I do videos on Patreon. We do the live streams on Patreon too, which I used to always remember to make non-monetized, because it's like, look, these people are paying every month anyways. There is no perfect system. There isn't. I have got in contact with my contact at YouTube, and I've also tweeted at the YouTube creators account, and like I said, I've also escalated this to have it reviewed. And it's what it is, right? There's always been an issue of sorts, and there'll always be other issues of sorts. And for me, I just have to navigate my way around it. The good news is it means there will likely be more videos, and I mentioned this in a post I had in the community. I took it down because I changed my mind on how I was going to approach it, and I thought, all right, I'm going to put a new post on the community page. And so it's going to be a matter of doing more deep dives on teams and that kind of thing. If I'm not going to be doing the news videos as regularly as I've been doing them, I've been trying to do news videos every day, and I could do more deep dives on teams, put madness videos together. The plan I had anyways was to start doing that once the playoffs rolled around and I had more time. But as things stand, everything's always evolving with this channel anyways. I mean, I haven't changed, but the content has over the last 3 or 4 years. It's going to continue to change, and sometimes part of the reason that it changes is because of changes in the way that ads are working and the way that they're not. So this is just another example of that. And I'm going to leave the video, the news of the day video, up from today. By all means, go and watch it. I'm not going to say to people, well, don't watch that because I won't get paid for you watching it. That's no. That's not how it's going to work. And I'm not going to stop making content. I'm just going to make sure that if I make content related to sensitive topics, I just won't bother monetizing it, because it doesn't harm the channel or harm me otherwise. When I'm planning out my day, I go, okay, this is the amount of videos, this is the amount of views, and then I have some idea of the income for the day. And then when this happens and it's like paying, oh, you're not getting paid for that, then it's like, okay, now do I have to do another video? So how many views did I have when that got hit? and then see, and then it becomes this whole other thing. It's sort of like going into work. The idea would be you go into work and they tell you, hey, that first 2 hours you did this morning, you're not getting paid for. Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to do some overtime today then. That's kind of how I approach this, which is fine. It's something that's gone on for years. I know people ask about mid-roll ads. There was a time a few years ago where I had a lot more mid-roll ads, and that was part of the reason why, was because that was during the infamous huge demonetization problem that the platform was having all over. And every now and then that crops up again. That's part of the reason why I have mid-roll ads, why I make sure there's ads in the videos. And I know people don't like it. I know there's lots of people that skip ads and that just don't watch them, or they have the ad blocker and they go, oh, forget it. But they really are the lifeblood for creators. And at the same time, I want to make sure that I'm not, I don't want to be one of these guys who gets a million sponsors, because that's the other thing too. It's like, we'll get sponsorships. It gets obnoxious. There are certain, I'm not going to say channel names here. They're not hockey channels, but there are certain channels that I follow that they get into their spiel where they're pumping out products, and I can skip the next 2 minutes of the video because I know it's going to be endless product. Like I'm gonna, here's this, and oh, don't forget to click this, and if you use this code, you get this. Everything that I promote is in this description for every video I post. So if I have any kind of an agreement with anybody, it's in the description for videos. I am terrible at promoting stuff that I'm partnered with. This is just sort of how it works. I apologize to elite prospects. I apologize to bench clearers. I apologize because I know I'm terrible at it, but I don't like seeing my videos get bogged down with, hey, click this, and hey, click this, and use this promo code and that one. I don't even use this. I don't even have the SeatGeek one all that visible anymore on my Twitter account, and it was my pinned one for a while. But I'm like, nah. SeatGeek. There was something that happened with SeatGeek where I went, you know what, just unpin that tweet and just bury it somewhere. I am terrible when it comes to the whole promotions and all of that part of stuff. So really, for me, it's AdSense, it's Patreon, and it's just having a connection with people who watch my videos. That's why I'm fine with people coming over to me, and and approaching me in public. And I think right now, again, I've said this before, a sense of normalcy right now is important. So I want to keep things as normal as possible. So just look for that change in the News of the Day videos. And that's going to start tomorrow, where anything I talk about tomorrow, I'm going to split everything off. So if we need to talk about the other stuff that's going on, I'll just say no ads on that. If I need to talk about other stuff, we'll throw the ads on that, and then we'll just split the difference. So yeah, I mean, I get both sides of it. I do. And when somebody says, well, this has a 20-minute ad on it. Oh, yeah, no, nobody expects you to watch the really long. That's just. And then when I saw people saying, I'm tired of these Michael Bloomberg ads. Yeah, right there with you. Absolutely right there with you. But I have a YouTube premium account. So I don't see ads on YouTube. And so for anybody who gets hit if I watch their videos, as far as I can tell, they're still getting revenues from that because I'm choosing to watch what I want to watch. Which is, I think, the idea behind it, that, well, somebody can't come to me and say, oh, I got served this and I'm on YouTube Premium and I don't want, that's just, no. Anyways, thank you guys so much for your support. The platform is as it is, and I do what I got to do. And I understand there's people saying stuff about traveling. Hey, I have my concerns. I do. But I'm also not dumb. It's very, very rare I get sick. I am a huge introvert. I don't know if people have noticed or not. I'm in my room a lot. So I really don't associate with people very much. And, we'll go to Las Vegas next week and we'll have fun. We got a day we're renting a car. We're going to go out and run around the wilderness, the countryside. And, that's sort of how I keep my sanity too, because we have, I don't go out. I don't have any kind of a social life. I do this, and then I have meetups during the summer, and then that's it. So if I meet somebody meet up, that's great. But I don't go out for coffee with people. I don't generally go out in public very often. I'm very socially awkward. I'm very just yeah. So it makes the whole thing weirder. So for me, this whole when I go out, people are like, hey, it's him, and it's like, look, I'm just a guy in a room talking to a webcam. I don't think about this as anything other than that. And the fact that I can make a living doing this is absolutely mind blowing. So thank you guys for supporting me and for being there. And whatever happens with all of this, I promise to be here and to provide the daily content that I have for years and to continue to do that. And I will always be fighting the good fight because I think that's what can be rightfully expected of me. So yeah, I'm mildly ticked off. I'm not gonna lie. I am mildly ticked off about things, but I have to keep being myself, and I have to keep putting out that content because there are people who rely on it. So as much as I can say, well, forget news of the day, I'll just abandon. I can't because there are people who've kind of come to count on that day to day. So I just have to split it off, like I said, and we'll go from there. Thank you guys so much to anybody who's new because apparently I was in the NHL highlights package and I was on Sportsnet and the Islanders broadcast and I don't know just from the Canucks game last night we were right behind the cameraman so he turned around and I'm like we're gonna be on TV because that was directly at us so I don't know it's weird because again I do tend to be an introvert. You see me at a Canucks game, I almost guarantee that's the only time I've left the house. This was our last week doing the kids hockey. I don't have a reason to leave the house that's not related to a meetup. So it's part of the reason why we take vacations. And we can only take vacations at certain times a year. So it's next week, and then it's August, and then it's Christmas. And that's it. There's nowhere in between that we can take a weekend or a week like for instance we're going to the Rammstein concert in September in LA. The logistics of that are going to be a nightmare because it's going to have to be a really quick get there, watch the concert, and come home. And that's going to be it. And because we'll have kids. So we have to make sure that we have something in place that everything's all taken care of for that day or two that we're gone. But it's going to be a quick trip. So it is what it is, right? And thank you guys so much for everything. And for people out there who are introverts, I'm right there with you. We shall inherit the earth, right? Okay. And for anybody who's like, man, I'm so used to going out and being really social. What do I do with myself if I'm not going out and being social? By all means, email the Hockey Guy address. I should probably come up with, maybe I'll do it on the Entertainment Guy channel, an introvert's guide to the universe because it's pretty simple. Don't. Just the whole universe. Just don't. There's just reasons to just don't. That's it. The universe, just don't do it. Don't bother. It's the universe. The universe is out there. Better in here. All right. Thank you guys so much for everything. I got some hockey to watch, and then I'll provide you guys with the review after. Between now and then, I got hockey to watch, and you fine people hopefully do as well. Thank you so much for everything. I will talk to you again soon.